Dude, this makes my heart hurt for you. I am so sorry. That sucks. Now, I don't know, injectors, I could have put so many backgrounds in this video. There's a company called Hot Shot Secret. They make a product called Everyday Diesel Treatment. That product is a reason to know that God loves you and wants you to be happy. It's absolutely incredible. So it'll prolong the life of your injectors, and just everything is better about it. So that's available on our site. It's also available at Walmart and stuff like that. It's more money at Walmart, but with shipping, it's more money from us. So only order it from us if you're ordering other stuff at the same time, because the shipping price goes up like a nickel or something that hardly weighs anything. But that would have minimized the chances of you needing injectors. Or you could run like Arch Oil in the oil side, or Hot Shot Secret in the oil side. So you like to vacillate between those products, just go back and forth. It builds reliability. Dirty oil is also a culprit here. A company called Insane Diesel makes a bypass oil filtration kit that we sell. Filters down to a little less than 1 micron, which is pretty amazing. So if you wanted to try that out, you certainly could. But gauges, inside CTS3 here, that would have given you early indication that things aren't quite where they should be. So that could have avoided you from having the problem just anyway. But it does suck. Now, you had 2 injectors that failed. Hopefully they're on the same bank when you're on the road. So, I don't know. Normally we're like, hey, look, if 2 injectors and fail, the other 6 aren't that far behind. So please consider just replacing them all 8. In which case, there's some other stuff you should probably do while you're up in there. You should do, dummy plugs and standpipes if it's a later build truck, or a build truck just standpipes. But then also HHC's nipple cups and their corresponding O-rings and valve cover gaskets. And then do watch our video on YouTube on how to prime the high-pressure oil system, so you don't have to kill the FICM in the process or put the FICM in harm's way in the process. So in case that's interesting to you, you could do that as well. Any other questions, please let us know, and off to the races. All right? Thanks very much. So sorry you're having problems. That sucks so bad. As far as your lift pump going out, recognize, so this is a reason why we're huge fans also of the CTS3. There is no factory sensor for fuel pressure, and so most guys don't monitor fuel pressure. But if you were monitoring fuel pressure, you would have seen that your pump didn't just fail, it was dying over a very prolonged period of time, probably. So minimum fuel pressure is 45 psi, but normally you're at like 55, 60. So if you start seeing it dropping off from where it was, but it necessitates monitoring, then you could see, hey, before it fails, that's what's going on. And probably your lift pump failing, that's actually the reason why your injectors died. Actually, I'm thinking about this just a little bit more. So monitoring would have saved you from all of this hell and hassle. So you can get the CTS3, and if you just do a search on the word street on our site, that would take you to Edge's Street Diesel Kit, which gives you the ability to monitor fuel pressure and exhaust gas temperatures, and actually also coolant pressure. Not that those other things have anything to do with the price of a gallon of milk here, but at any rate, that's the story. So there's always a reason why, and that's just something to understand. Last topic, and I'll let you go, down the path of your oil cooler clogging up. Again, that didn't happen overnight either, and so you could have been watching your oil temps and coolant temps and seeing that it was either getting progressively further and further and further apart to know, hey, let me backflush this bad boy before I have a problem here. There's like a 40-page guide on FICM Repair under the maintenance tips section it's called Lose the Ford Gold Coolant. It talks about how to backflush it very specifically, a little 1-page cheat sheet you can take out to the garage with you. But short of monitoring, you have no idea that you're even having a problem. But IPR Research makes a full flow coolant filter that probably could have saved you here as well. So the point of all this is that, my heart just breaks for you, brother. It does. I'm so sorry you're having all these problems. I mean, I'd be tired too. I'd be exhausted, and by the way, slightly pissed. But for the future, to prevent this from happening again, I mean, we've got to move forward through it now, but to prevent it from happening in the future, monitoring would have definitely helped you. So I hope this helps you now. This gives you a little hope that you're not alone. You're certainly not the first guy to have these problems, but most of these problems are completely avoidable, and I just want you to understand that. All right? So any parts you need, let us know. Maybe you're already back on the road. I have no idea. But we sell everything from everyone, and we'd love nothing more than to help you. We'd love nothing more than to help you if we can be of service to you, even if it's just to give a shoulder to cry on. So, all right. FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together. If you like this content, like and subscribe, and repost and tell your friends. Thanks much. We'll see you.